Gotta be honest with you guys, I'm a little depressed. Only because I looked at the weather and it said it was gonna be really nice out today. But unfortunately for me, I'm indoors just really working on this project, trying to get it done, and by tomorrow. Wish me luck. Pray for me, because this is a very daunting video. I have not done something like this in a long time. I got to relearn a lot of things too, so it's kind of difficult. But in the meantime, you should go outside. Let's talk about being outside and what that could possibly look like. Because unfortunately, like I said, I'm stuck in here trying to get this video done for you guys by tomorrow, which is oh, I think that was the TV. I have it on the background. It's ASMR outside noises. But talking about being outside, did you know that God made the outdoors for us to enjoy? Yes, contrary to popular belief, it's not just there to be the in-between loading area between indoors and indoors. Look, I know you guys like playing games. I like playing games. Games are fun, very immersive and interactive, especially them survival games where you're out in the elements and you're scrounging up food and trying to survive. Fun fact, did you know that you can do that outside? It's pretty crazy. It's a pretty crazy thing to think about, the fact that we have the outdoors and we can access it at any time. And yet there are some of us who would rather be indoors, not wanting to embrace the beauty that is the outside world. I'm doing this because unfortunately I'm still stuck in here, but I can only imagine how nice it must be out there. You shouldn't confine yourself. I know there are those of us who are introverts and those of us who are extroverts, but at the end of the day, you just got to get outside, because there's something healing about being in the outdoors that you're not going to get inside. There's fresh air. I know, fresh air, what a concept. I don't even know what the heck that is. I've been inside just cranking this video out. I forgot what fresh air tastes like. I might have to buy a fresh air emulator off Amazon later. And sure, sometimes the outside world can be a little scary, be a little suspenseful, you never know what's gonna happen, what's gonna round the corner. But the cool thing is that when we're trusting in the Lord, it doesn't matter what is going on externally, because internally we get to have peace. Maybe you like playing cowboy games, cowboy games. And you're riding a horse in the cowboy game. And you're like, oh man, I love riding my horse in this cowboy game. I love whipping out my 6-shooter, pop, 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 in this cowboy game. Did you know you can do that in real life? Or, as the kids say, IRL. It's true. You can go outside, you can rent a horse, take it home, play with it, and then get it back to its proper owner. No, but seriously, you can do so many things outdoors that it's absolutely astounding. It's amazing how the Lord has basically created a playground for us as His creation. I mean, you can go out and get to learn what trees you should be eating and what plants you want to stay away from and all that. You might even see a bear IRL. It's pretty cool. Maybe you'll see a coyote. Coyotes are kind of skittish, so those are more acceptable to see, I believe. But anyway, you guys got to get outside. And if you're in the Pacific Northwest, good golly gee whiz, God help you if you're not outside enjoying it. It's 3 months out of the entire year that you get to enjoy not being rained on. And the sad thing is we don't even get snow anymore here. Well, it depends where you're at, but just a constant rain. It's depressing. It's disgusting. It can be fine sometimes. And I know a lot of you don't like to sweat. A lot of you would rather be pigs where you can't be sweating, you know? Fun fact, pigs don't sweat. I think I was probably in my 20s when someone told me that. But you gotta get outside and enjoy it, okay? You don't have too long. Maybe you're like, Keith, I don't have friends to go outside and play with, okay? I don't have people around me that I can go and experience and enjoy things with. They're called clubs. Join a club. Ever think about that? Point is, you should go outside. Enjoy nature, enjoy all the things, enjoy the bugs. Not all of them, certainly not mosquitoes. Things are gonna happen, right? There's gonna be things that you don't like. There's going to be elements that you're not too fond of. Oh my gosh, it's 90 degrees. I'm going to die. You gotta get over that hump. Acclimate your body. God made us in such cool ways that we can adapt to things. And so you should get outside and adapt, like Bear Grylls. You wanna make Bear Grylls proud, right? And I wanna make Bear Grylls proud. I can't though, because I'm working on this video. But if I could, by golly, by gee, I'd be outside right now, enjoying the beautiful blue skies with some chemtrails, you know, weather manipulation, some poison in the air. But God did such a cool thing when he made trees, made wildlife, in that there's always gonna be a balance. He's designed the world to only end on his terms, not on ours. So if you're scared about going outside because, oh my gosh, the pollen, I get allergies. You know that they make medications for that? That's crazy. Gosh darn crazy. And just go for a walk, you know, get out, go get walking, buddy. It's good to walk. I think a lot of people who are inside don't realize that by being homebodies all the time, all year round, that you're actually doing a disservice to your body and the mechanics that make it up. You know, God gave you legs not to balance yourself while you're sitting in a seat. He gave them to you for transportation. It's pretty neat. So yeah, get outside. Go enjoy the fresh air. Go enjoy the smell. Unless you're in a city, yikes. But city folk, you can make your way to the country. Just to visit. But yeah, get outside, enjoy it. Enjoy the time that we get to have in certain areas of the globe where we don't get this all the time. Heck, there are those of us who only get it basically 90 days a year. That's depressing. Barbecue. You ever think about that? Barbecue outside. I know, that's crazy, but you should get outside, enjoy the fresh air, enjoy the wind blowing in your hair, the, you know, all of it, the whole thing. But Keith, when I step into the sun, I immediately burn. That's understandable. I actually cover some of that in the episode that's coming out hopefully tomorrow. I took on a lot more than I could chew. Maybe that's another thing I should talk about is I know I'm trying to hold myself to deadlines, and that's good. I need to be doing that. But trying to get this very specific video out tomorrow, I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna really try, but so far it's taken me about an hour and a half to get through about a minute and a half. So I'm going crazy with it, guys. I'm going loony. I'm going hardcore. But I am gonna try. I am gonna try to get it out to you guys. I'm gonna make sure to do that because I like you, my 6 subscribers. I like you. You're all right. That's kind of the update of what's going on. It's a lot more than I thought it was. A lot more than I thought it was. And I know I kind of bragged in my video yesterday about how I know video editing so well, guys. I'm like gifted, and then I've been practicing. I've got it down pretty good. And that's kind of true. It's just got to relearn some things that I never thought I'd have to learn in my life. You know, if you want me to make a standard boilerplate type of human experience drama, I got you covered. But when we're talking about green screen and effects and all the stuff, that can be a little different. It can be a little bit more challenging. So yeah, I hope this video finds you well and you guys are doing magnificent. You guys are awesome. Everybody who watches anything that I put out, I'm more than grateful. I'm sincerely grateful. The fact that people even care enough to just stretching. But the fact that people even care enough to, you know, bother me about it, and having friends that are excited to see more stuff for me to put out. Like, I can't tell you how much it means to me it really sets the goal, you know, really pushes me to want to do this, want to do it excellent, and want to do it in a way that is glorifying to God and gives you guys something to watch. Plus, it's fun for me. I'm finally starting to get to enjoy it. You know, at the beginning it was getting a little rough. You know, it's daunting for me to do something like this. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, finally getting to the spot where, you know, you're making something and you kind of start to do it for you. Not in a selfish way, but because you enjoy it so much that you're like, hey, I might just start doing this more. So it's been a real cool thing to finally get to that place, to be able to really enjoy this the way that I know God wanted me to enjoy it. And so, yeah, you guys have a good one, you know. Go outside.